Okay, so last session, having finally made it to the island of Fui Fui, were given a feast from the king for saving their life in the capital, and they were granted a boon as a tattoo as a reward. But upon finishing their feast, uh, they seem to doze off and find themselves in the lair of someone calling themselves the daughter of a god by the name of. Let me get that name again. Pyronix. As she sits upon her throne in an area that seems to be made out of just pouring magma and fire, surrounded by some of those flaming imps you fought before and the little magman guys, and a few other seems to be living fire. As she greets you, says, "So, you boys seem to have been busy with my followers now, haven't you?"
I presume after we all stop screaming, having just woken up in the plane of fire.
Well, congratulations. It's like, well, I feel thankful. Thank you. Well, mostly to myself. I finally pissed off the gods enough. They've given me a direct audience. Go me.
Senpai noticed me.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I don't know what you've been telling them, but they haven't been the most hospitable.
I mean, we did ask them to stop breaking the law, and they continue to break the law.
Break the law, huh? What do you mean by that?
Anybody wants to answer first before Victor says something dumb?
Is it warm in here? I think it feels warm in here.
Just unroll the giant parchment scroll of charges against cultists we've encountered so far.
Did anyone want to give me a perception check quick?
I will.
What a beautiful start. What a beautiful start. Always a beautiful start.
Infrequently a perceptive boy, but I'll give it the old college try.
I'm going to have to nuke Eric, aren't I? His rolls are just always terrible.
14.
I have a 10, and in case I had advantage or disadvantage, it's still a 10.
Well, this wasn't a hard one because he's not hiding himself. But the only person that seems to notice him is over here. Victor sees that drow that you've run into a couple of times standing over here. I mean, he's kind of leaning on that pillar he's next to, but he's not trying to hide himself, but he's not really making himself known.
He just has the tough guy. I'm slightly standing in the shadows, but clearly I'm too good for this crowd.
Pretty much, yeah. So you see him standing over there.
It's like, yes, the law. Mostly trying to kill us, or trying to kill our what would you say? Our sovereigns, friends of sovereigns, so on and so forth.
Random passers-by. The list goes on.
You know, we're basically told, don't, it's like, protect the king, protect the country, and when those things are threatened, you know, we have to do something, or else I don't get paid.
She looks at you and then she looks over at Victor knows who she's looking at, but the rest of you see her looking over at that guy by the pillar. Can't quite make out who he is. Looks up to him. Del, what were you doing when you were following the king over to Solaire during that festival? He stands up. Yes, my lord. As you instructed, I was just following them to make sure they didn't do what you told me to and didn't spread bad words about you, ill words about you. He's getting really fumbled up with his words here. You can see.
There was an assassination attempt on some sort of royalty from this land, and he was kind of involved with it.
He was now, huh?
Allegedly. Nothing has been proven yet, but we bore witness to it, and yeah.
I mean, his face is on the wanted pictures, at least as far as I remember.
I have to say allegedly, otherwise we get in trouble because then we're inferring that he's automatically guilty. We know he's guilty, but it's got to be proven in a court of law, or in this case, a court of a god.
Yes.
Yes, that's fair.
Up until such time as they have been hanged, you have to say allegedly.
That is fair. Also, I think he did try and attack us on our way to the port town. So, well, I say attack. We stumbled into each other, and I think he threw a dagger at one of us.
Wanted posters, huh? Looks at him she kind of gives him, I'm not mad, just disappointed look. You didn't tell me about that you're wanted now.
Yes.
He goes, I may have been spotted a couple of times, yes.
He also framed another elf for stealing a book. He was going to be killed if he didn't prove his innocence, and yeah. I think he's still pretty mad.
He looks over at you and says, I have no idea what you're talking about there.
Yeah, I think that was a different guy. Who impersonated
I don't ever remember. I think they're working together or something. I don't know.
I remember, allegedly.
Listen, it feels like we've been standing in the same squares for like 3 weeks, okay?
It is very hot.
I'm rusty.
No, well, despite the fact you said that, it's actually not very hot in this room.
That's why I said, is it warm in here? Because it feels warm in here.
It's about, I'd say, about 70 or 80 degrees in here. At least where you are.
I'm gonna say
not bad.
Yeah, well, I say hot. It's like I'm noticing the temperature. And the fact I'm wearing.
Is it like an 80 degrees? You're in the shade all day, Phoenix hot, or is it an 80 degrees swampy? You're soggy, walking around Disney World hot.
It's a dry heat because you're surrounded by magma, so there's not much moisture in the air.
We wouldn't really notice it.
Heat.
This is the lesser hell.
So
Joe, give me 118 degrees with no humidity any day over 97 and 100%.
Agreed. But Pyronix looks at you, Victor, says, you mentioned the wanted poster. You happen to have one.
That's actually, let me double check my I could have sworn we saw one of them in like the port town. Unless I'm thinking out of my body, it's someplace completely different. Shifty eyes.
Or any of you. Doesn't necessarily have to be on him.
I don't recall having been in possession of one.
Oh, you know who I might be thinking of the other woman. Xanatha. I think she's the one with the wanted poster.
No, he does have wanted posters, so you're not wrong.
Okay.
We've seen a wanted poster for this guy, but
yeah, just trying to make sure I'm not thinking of the one-offs. And
we didn't take a wanted poster because at the time we were tasked with bringing the king and queen back over the ocean, so it was not of any pertinent haste for us to have one.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Kind of stares over at the wizard. Can you illusion one up?
Let me see. Flips through his spellbook, mumbles, thumps it closed definitively. No.
You telling me you're a wizard without prestidigitation?
Minor illusion.
Much to my shame, yes. I took mending over. Mending, Mage Hand, and Prestidigitation are like my 3 favorite wizard cantrips. I would have taken all of them if I didn't be like, I should probably have one that does damage.
I should probably fix things and hurt things, and rather than do fancy things. Yeah, I understand that. I get that.
As tempted as I am to go full utility, I'm like, no, let me just fucking throw Green Flame Blade in there.
Unfortunately, I can't do the same thing with thaumaturgy. That's more for evoking. A good scene and not usefulness.
I mean, if you want to send me back, I can go get a copy for you. I'm sure.
No, that will not be necessary.
Okay.
Are there even any on this side of the ocean? Or by send you back, do you mean like ship you back across?
I
from
meant
when
get me the fuck out of here is what I meant by it.
And we're still in the room of looks inquisitively. Goddess? Yes, goddess. We should not we should not be pushing our luck that far yet.
Listen, I got 9 lives. I've spent like 4 of them, so I got 5 left in my pocket. Okay.
So she looks at you. So, do you know have you heard stories of me? Pray tell.
Yes, I've heard the one.
No.
What do you remember, Victor? Or if you want to roll for it, I can tell you what you remember.
Actually, I think I actually wrote down that some information so I wouldn't have to. Yes. Because I've been writing down notes since the very beginning. Let's see. Give me one moment. I just passed it. This is Insinium. Say Insinium has a daughter. The worshiper has been banned by the king, but okay, that was it. Just that the god Insinium has a daughter. The worshiper has been banned by King Fui Fui. I don't remember why.
So yes, you
find out
have
when we get here.
heard of me. My followers have just, I don't know why the king seems to take his worship for my worthless father higher than he should, and just ban the worship of me in this country. I know I'm not considered a full god and all that, but I can still do stuff like that. My followers tend to get a little
Hot
overzealous,
collar.
I would say, as she looks at the assassin Dell over in that pillar again.
I like my pun better.
What was your pun?
Hot under the collar.
Hmm.
Get it. Get it.
Can I thaumaturgy?
Eric's just gonna be like, I'm gonna show myself out.
You try to go out there, there's a barrier. It gets really hot as you go towards that door.
Ow!
A long, crooked cane
Why not just put a wall there? It doesn't make
from
any
out of
sense.
frame just comes and drags him off stage.
Oh, don't worry. I'll let you go. That tunnel will be perfectly accessible. But right now, you're staying in here with me.
So borrowing my compatriot, so just so we're clear, you're not trying to kill the king of this nation.
Why would I do that? It would make it harder for me to gain more followers. Is this what you were trying to do, Dell? Let me roll for something for him.
Yes, Dell, please tell us. I'm very pull my ears.
No, why would I do that? Yeah, nice 1 on that deception check there, Dell.
God, just says...
He says it with all the convincingness of Norm Macdonald, with the big smile and saying it like, no.
He sighs. Ezu, teach him a lesson. The big, red-looking guy walks up to him and takes like the back of his sword and just swings it at his kneecap, and just you can see his leg just bend the other direction from this attack.
Oh God! As someone who has chronic knee pains, I know what that feels like.
As he just screams out in pain and falls to the ground.
Yeah, he's just on the ground, just writhing in pain.
And then he picks him up and just chucks him right over here to her feet. She leans down. Did I tell you to do that when I sent you there, Dell. No, you didn't. So why did you? I did it for you, my lord. I'm sorry. Now tell me, how many people came with you? 20? And how many came back because of your foolishness? Like 3? Exactly. And she kicks him, just flings him practically against the wall over here.
So, can we take him back and claim the bounty, please? That'd be awesome.
No, I'm still not done with him. He stays with me for now.
I mean, you could use us instead.
Don't volunteer us.
Yeah, yeah. Victor would go over and like clap his hands over Eric's mouth. Like, nope, none of that.
No, it's been said. How could you be of service to me?
I mean, Eric just kind of looks at everyone like she brought us here for a reason. We don't have much choice. She's going to tell us we're going to have to do something for her anyway, so we might as well volunteer. So
Oh, stop handing out free ideas.
I went to wizard school instead of cleric school for a reason.
Eric's like, I mean, you brought us here for a reason, right, goddess?
Yes, I did. Nothing.
So me volunteering is really not really volunteering. We were going to get to this point anyway.
Yeah. I did have something for you to do.
See?
So, I need you to be just simple messengers for me. Nothing too big. I know there may have been some issues with us with the Kingdom of Solaire. I bear no ill will against him and my great aunt and her kingdom she helped create.
Eric raises his hand. So I have a suggestion, oh wise goddess. A good way to prove that is if you allow us to take the drow who tried to kill him in for punishment.
Let me think on that for a bit. So, I have another question for you. What do you know of my father?
He's
the big hotman.
Is that the other sun in the sky? I don't know.
Other sun in the sky. No, Eric, you should know that's something to do with Solaire. It has nothing to do with him.
Sun God and Fire Gods are completely different. Don't at me.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that second sun's holy fire.
Argument between the difference between the sun and fire.
Like now you want to do that? Now you want to bring the debate?
No, I was being sarcastic.
It's a fingers.
I was being sarcastic. Okay.
It's a fingers and thumbs situation. All suns are fire, not all fires are sun.
Fair enough. Anywho, back to the subject at hand. I know Asinium is a fire god and is the patron god of the Isle of Fui Fui, and that's about it. That's all I remember from the brochure.
Yeah, that's pretty much sums it up. Now, how long has it been since you've heard of this volcano erupting? Give me a history check, everyone.
Yeah, that would be a history check. I don't think I wrote that down.
Didn't they say like 300 years, give or take?
No, that was different people.
Oh, okay.
5! Yay! Eric, I love you, but I'm going to have to nuke you for another character because your rolls are always shit.
Hey, don't blame Roll20 on Eric. Eric's just trying to be his best. I'm trying to wear a cap on there, but I can't. Nothing good's coming up.
So yeah, I will say this, Andarius, what you're saying was actually right. About 300 years ago was the last time this island erupted. And Victor, you know that as well as that great eruption that basically ripped the island asunder, pretty much. The one that basically the whole world heard it happen. It was so loud.
So
basically, it was a Krakatoa.
So my recollection as a player of about 300 years was correct, but because Antares rolled a 1 for history, I'm just going to add a 0 there. Be like, it was like 3,000 years ago, I think.
It was 30 seconds ago.
300 years, give or take. And,
Yes, the
apparently
great-
everyone around the world heard it. It was that impressive.
Yes, that was a not fun day for me and my father. So,
Ooh,
ever since
what
then,
Is a
he's
fun
kind
day
of
for
been...
you and your father.
What was that?
Can I insight that?
What is a fun day for you and your father?
Shouldn't ask that.
Yeah, she looks at you like, don't bring that up, please. But you can go ahead and
Okay,
insight
fair
that.
enough.
Yes, I would definitely insight that as not totally as a child who has parental issues. None what's
Does she have daddy issues?
Yes, she has daddy issues.
I just slapped Victor long back of the head and said, "You don't ask that."
no. I was just no. I wasn't asking that. I was inciting that. I was not going to ask.
So yeah,
These are different.
basically, that ever since that eruption, he hasn't really been doing his duty as a god and having volcanoes erupt to keep the nature of the planet in balance, and it's causing issues here, and this volcano could erupt far worse in the near future, and he doesn't seem to want to do anything about it.
Magma
Okay, so-
concentration.
So you brought us here for a message. There's something up with your dad not erupting volcanoes. I'm assuming that has to do with what we're here for, or we're gonna have to tell the king and queen that something's up with the god of the volcano.
Oh, they're not gonna... The king and queen of this country aren't gonna listen to anything you say about this with me. You're gonna bring that to your emperor. That
Oh, okay.
I did not mean to cause any ill will towards him, and just need you to pass that message on. Nothing more,
Okay.
nothing less.
Okay, all right. So, okay,
Volcano god refuses to blow his load. Got it.
cool. Yeah, men his age,
Right.
it's a common issue in men his age. Perhaps he needs just to go to a doctor or something.
Comments
Witch doctor.
aside, knowing the emperor, he would probably. I think we're already stretched saying after the whole rescue from the assassination thing. So in terms of goodwill, we would need something just like as proofs of what you're saying, like something to say of a gesture of good faith.
Yeah, give me a
Basically-
persuasion check with that.
Ooh.
Basically, something to lend
Like
credence
this
to.
guy who's wanted.
Yeah, something to lend credence to our story of a god has totally talked to us. We weren't just huffing paint fumes and imagine.
I mean, we may have been huffing paint fumes, but
I have a 19 on my persuasion. Unless you
Hmm.
want to make that with advantage, it's still a 19.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Ezu, go tie up Dell. I think he's no longer of use to us. Yes, my lord. As he starts taking out a rope and starts tying him up. After he
Eric
smacks him
leans
on
into the rest-
the pommel to the back of his sword to knock him out.
Eric leans in. Did the poster say dead or alive?
Definitely one of the two. I can't remember.
I
I
reply
say-
with yes.
I say alive, but if he gets too squirmy.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, if you can always bring someone to him alive, it's always better. It'd be more fun for him since he's kind of pissed me off. I prefer to have him face his punishment that way. It'd be funnier. But yeah, I can say this, going back to the insights you got on him, you remember, she's a demigod. Her mother was human, so...
Sounds like a whole Zeus situation right there with Hercules.
Gazoon height.
So, we should strike a deal with this. Tiefling man.
Hmm?
Come up here, please.
Oh boy.
You'll be just the safest to approach me, given your heritage and all that.
Teacher's pet. Teacher's pet.
We've got your back from a safe distance.
So basically, she just reaches out a hand. Handshake to seal the deal?
Sure. I see.
Now
I
here
see
comes
no,
here comes
I
the
see
Mass
no
Effect
repercussions of
wheel.
this.
Here comes the Mass Effect wheel with romance as one of the options. And shake hand. Go for the romance. Go for the romance.
So do you shake
Actually,
her hand?
I raise the shaving hand. It's like before we do, I think a proper introduction is deserved. It's like he gives a slight a gentle bow. It's like Victor Falmont. I just
Oh, yes, I do apologize. Sometimes my anger with what happened has gotten the better of me. I am Pyronix. Hope to be one day the new god of fire. As she shakes your hand.
Yep, I go into that. I offer out my hand for a good, hearty, friendly, not totally gonna scar my skin off handshake.
You do feel a heat from there as a mysterious fire seems to erupt around your hand. It's slightly hot, but you seem to almost pass out from shaking her hand.
Ew. I do I
Oh.
have to roll a Constitution to stay?
Nope. She looks at you. Interesting. Very interesting when she lets go of your hand. You now have the
Oh.
feet. Let me pull this
blood.
up here.
Ooh, some royalty.
Where is it? Where'd I write this down?
Victor is now going to be destined to rule by
There
her
it is.
side.
The Flames of Phelegaoths.
Ooh. Is so that basically the thing I was gonna go for.
Yes.
originally.
I was planning on giving you that when I had this encounter planned to begin with.
Yeah, that I can go spell later. Quick question: can you drop her name into chat, please, so I can copy and paste that? I don't.
Flames of Flagathos.
Yeah,
No,
flag,
not that,
whatever
I
that
meant one.
is.
I mean the daughter's name.
Yeah, just a second here. D20's being weird and not letting me copy it properly.
Pyronix. Okay. Just want to make sure. It's like if there's anything I know, it's like it helps to get someone's name right.
She's looking at, kind of eyeing you down. I wonder. Not important.
Jumper, 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 jumper.
Maybe one day it'll come up, but I'm just gonna let it slide for now.
Victor just kind of gives like a eye contact, like, what the heck's that supposed to mean? You know, I'm just gonna.
Yes.
see if
Do you
he
know
wants
any
to press it.
warlocks?
Shrugs.
What?
Do you know any warlocks?
Not technically, no.
Was your mother a mage per se?
Yeah, it's like even more inquisitive. Yes, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. Do.
Since you were rolling an insight?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an insight on that. I guess Victor would not know anything about that. 10.
Yeah, sadly you can't get a read on what she's trying to get at here.
It may have something to do with the fact he nearly passed out from heat exposure. That's
Can
new.
we hear this conversation?
It was, yeah, you can hear this. She's
Oh,
not
that's
trying to
something.
hide it. And that didn't seem like it wasn't from the heat. It seemed like it was something else that did that, magic-wise, with her.
She's in heat.
She's got the
heat.
she's got the Princess Luna royal voice. Just project whether she wants to or not.
Oh god. Oh god.
So what did Eric get from that 23 insight?
Yeah, that... She's kind of implying that his mother is a warlock. That Victor's mother, I should say, is a warlock of some kind.
All right, Eric's gonna keep that in his back pocket since Victor seems oblivious to it.
Yeah, just black material for later. Don't worry.
No, it's gonna be set at like the worst opportune time. Oh God, we're dying! Hey, Victor!
Oh joy.
Before we're thrown into the volcano, I just want you to know, your mom was a warlock.
It's just gonna be that moment of like Futurama where the robot explodes. It's like, hello, fancy meeting you. This is the first time we're meeting.
Actually, we've met before. What?
And it just explodes.
So, I do apologize about the way I dragged you here. I know I had one of our followers in the king's court. Their chef actually kind of drugged your food. So, nothing too bad. It's just some. I don't know if you've heard of the fooey flower, one of the main flowers in this kingdom. You can give me a history for this one.
Yeah, that rings a vague bell.
5.
Or nature. Nature would work for this as well, if that's better, I should say.
It does not for me.
16.
Let's see.
Hold on, I'm trying to see.
21.
21? So yeah. Victor, you know it's the flower from this country that's native to this island. You don't know much more about that. Both Mountain Blood and Andaris, you know, it's a flower that's used in medicinal purposes to help with sleep issues. I know if you ingest too much of it, it'll knock you out pretty quick and give you some kind of fuzzy memory of the last day or two. So basically, goes, I know your boat leaves probably tomorrow, so I'll let you get going to that.
Well,
As she kind of like waves her hand towards that door. Should be safe for you to leave now. Oh yeah, and you can take your friend Dell with you. He should be okay to take back with you. Big guy, you can probably carry him. Points looking at you, Mountain Blood.
I'll carry him from here. That's not a problem.
Oh yeah,
I just-
strip his weapons. We better be careful.
Oh, okay. You just strip his weapons. I only heard the first part. Sorry.
Mountain Blood just flexes.
Victor gives a polite bow. Thank you, Lord Pyronix. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, if I have other things I'd like you to do, I'll keep in touch. Remember, I mean you no ill harm.
Just
Good to know.
bows. Andaris just bows while walking backwards towards the door. Your most benevolent hotness.
I was thinking the same thing for my character, just like like throwing kisses, all this stuff towards her. But bye, see you later.
No. Mountain Blood, not now.
Anybody else but me?
Here, let me take this guy with us. Okay, come here.
Just be glad the bard's not with you. It would have been far, far worse.
It's almost as if we thought about that and took precautions.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You see this little cultist next to him go up to him. Oh yeah, the Ifrit's gone back up here, kicking him. You got my brother killed, you dumbass. Have fun in prison.
Eric's just going to join him on kicking him.
All right, leave some for the hangman.
Ah, you're right. Eric just slaps him across the face.
He is long unconscious now, though. So
Man, if only I had like Dream Eater or something, I could just torment him in his dreams. Oh well, small blessings.
oh yeah,
He's
here I
gonna
should.
be-
He's
gonna be dreaming about that broken kneecap for the rest of his life.
Pyronix chimes up. Hey, yeah, slip him some of the fooey flower concoctions. Make sure he doesn't wake up for a few days. So this one right here walks over to him, basically takes this little vial, makes him drink it, hands you 2 more. This should keep him knocked out till you make it to the capital, your capital.
Handy. And just kind of winks a mischievous eye.
So he gives that to Eric. So Eric, you can add 2 flowers of, or 2 vials of sleep poison.
Okay, 2 vials, sleep poison.
We'll keep them unconscious for 2 days.
So it's 1 day per vial, or is it
2 days per vial.
vial a slap?
That'd be a good nap. That'd be great.
Big guy, are you going to be carrying around this fool the whole time, or do you want me to heal his knees? That way, he can at least walk.
Well, if he's going to be unconscious the whole time.
I'd rather keep his knees in their current state in case he decides to wake up.
Good, I'm glad we all
wake up
agree.
in one.
Yeah, he'll be strapped to my back. He's not going anywhere.
I wouldn't be averse to putting a splint on it, but
You
Oh,
tie
you
him
wanna
up
split it?
C-3PO
Okay, we
style
can
and
split it.
Empire Strikes Back on Chewbacca, like Chewbacca.
Exactly.
His broken knee is like facing up at his head. His foot's there.
I was almost hoping that there was any stairs. We just drag him down the stairs. At first.
No, that's reserved for the bard.
That is fair. Anyway, let's get out of here. I have drinks with tiny little umbrellas I'm missing.
He comes out of his unconsciousness. Oh my god, why are my feet next to my face? Clunk. He's out again.
No, it's here, eat this, and you just start shoving it into his mouth.
Anywho, so I guess we all leave. On that note, actually, quick question: how much was that bounty?
5,000 gold.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I actually did write that down.
we must go now. Our planet needs us.
So as you're walking down that hallway, the walls seem to be like a black obsidian-like material. Well, black obsidian carved out of the wall. But basically, you walk down at a few feet, the path behind you seems to like disappear, and you see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh god, I'm dead.
Hey, Ribs Mount Blood, like, nope, I think, like, just gives, like, a little harsh jab. Does he feel it?
Who?
Ow. Yeah, what was that for?
You're not dead. If you were, that wouldn't hurt.
I mean, you might be dead inside, but, that's a different story.
Hey, speak for yourself.
I'm lively as can be.
So as you walk out of the tunnel, you're in a basically it looks like at the base of the volcano and kind of the jungly-like area of the island. You're up the mountain a few feet. You can kind of see the port that you came in on down the ways away. You can still see your boat there because it's a damn big boat. And you can see the town you were staying in when you... or the town where the king resides when you were here earlier. What do you wish to do?
I was expecting that to go a lot more poorly than what it actually happens. I am in good spirits.
I'm slightly disappointed because I was anticipating a fight.
Oh, there's gonna be plenty of things to fight, Mount Blood.
I want to take on the big guy.
Blood just sulking the whole way back to the inn or the wherever we were staying. Be like, I didn't get to do a violence on him.
Okay. Once we
Yeah,
turn this
basically you found the way out of that right away when you mentioned him doing illegal stuff.
He
Yeah.
committed. It's like attention Imperial citizens. This man has committed a crime. What he wasn't supposed to. So we told our mom. We told Bob on him.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wanted to take on the big guy in there. I didn't get a chance to.
That's okay. There'll be plenty of things to fight.
We'll find you a new big guy, okay?
And then I wanted to put on a neat little performance for the wonderful goddess in there and to win her over, but I guess can't do that.
It's
Someone
okay,
had to.
Blood. It's okay. We'll probably. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say that because it'll probably happen. I'll get blamed again. So no, I'm shutting my mouth right now.
Okay. I would say we'll find a guy to fight, but that
We'll
was
find you another fire goddess to worship.
a very big guy. What if we find like 3 regular guys and stack them on each other's shoulders and let you fight them?
But apparently Victor is the goddess's pet now, so no.
Oh, excuse me if I didn't want to die in a fiery agony, despite all its resistance.
Oh, I saw the fire between you two. I saw it. It was all.
Also, your mom's a warlock.
What? So, you can explain that a little bit further.
She's got the hots for you because of your mom.
Just go the full David Lynch route. Be like, oh yeah, Eraserhead is my most spiritual film. Would you care to expound on that? No.
No.
So, where are you guys heading?
So,
Where
vote
were
to go
we
back in town.
staying?
You were staying in an inn in the capital city of this kingdom.
Okay, been a while. I couldn't recall if we were at an
Also,
inn or
did
if
the
they were.
chef just pick us all up and move us out?
Apparently.
You don't know.
Why do I not remember any of this? I don't remember having any of the food or the beverages plenty.
Because those flowers are a hell of a drug.
It's like Homer when he went on his spiritual journey with the pepper. We had to follow the Johnny Cash dog.
Yes, as we walked past on our way back to the end, there's a coyote who's like, "Hi, Mountain Blood, find your soulmate."
What?
Actually,
Damn right.
Actually, here's a question. Does anybody know how to preserve flowers by any chance?
Andaris actually might.
You know
if
what?
If you're talking just, are you talking like the magical means or just standard like pressed dried flour? thing?
Magical means I we're just feeling such good spirits that we got our bounty. We're not dead at the hands of a demigod. Let's he wants to do something nice for a change. He's going to bring back a flower for the flower girl back in the capital. Yeah, just he'd be nice every now and then.
Nobody's proficient in
Eric,
medicine, would they?
Eric would look at you. As long as you cut the stem of the flower at a diagonal and you keep it in some sort of water, it'll be okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it survives the voyage back.
I was gonna say that roll would be good enough to know that.
Yeah, if you just keep it in keep the stem where you cut it in some water, it'll be okay.
All right, so Victor knows what he's gonna do. He's going to go find what's something nice, tropical, and not deadly, and go bring that back and do something nice for a change for someone else.
Bring her a banana.
Okay, give me a survival check, both of you, Eric and Victor.
And this is desert, right?
Well, tropical.
Is it forest?
Yeah, you're kind of in a foresty area.
Okay, I've got that, which gives me advantage on any sort of survival checks too. So
Yeah. Well, with the 23,
Meanwhile-
you definitely found some, but you found a whole bunch of bananas.
Brings her back one of these.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Oh, that's weird. Looks like
Why?
fingers.
Why would you do that?
Heel tips.
Now, you
Sure
see
is
a
wonderful.
pretty
Disgusting.
looking flower you're seeing all over the place, Victor.
Oh joy! Please don't let this be. Please don't let this be poisonous or venomous.
Oh no, they'll be fine. Trust me.
Yeah, I actually would. Victor would actually rely on Eric's
Here,
knowledge
eat
of
one.
nature.
He hands you a banana to eat.
Huh.
Eat it.
It's
Hate it because no one else will.
You can have enough bananas for you found a dozen bananas with that roll because it was so good.
I choose to imagine Victor has never seen a banana before and just takes a bite out of the middle of it. Doesn't even peel it.
no, actually, let me roll for this. I want to see just how dumb this gets. So let's see. So it's if it's evens, he just eats it. If it's odd, he peels. He doesn't peel it open. He splits it like you're supposed to. That everyone says is wrong. In some freakish manner.
Jeez.
Odd. Like he realizes the skin and just does the weirdest splitting open of the banana. Just cuts it open in half or something. Something real dumb.
Eric Litter's like, see this little brown thing? If you push that in and pull it out, you can just peel it like that, no problem.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Or you
Man.
can rip it off from the stem too. It's one or the other.
He actually he splits it over the end so that way it's so at least a stem. That way, doesn't get all of his hands and stuff. He is still in armor.
But yeah, the flower you found, you smell it. You get kind of a little drowsy smelling it.
I found one of those fruity flowers, didn't I?
Based on what your experience with it, yeah, that's probably one of them.
Okay, save that for something else. Try let's see if we can find a non-intoxicating or non drowsy flower.
Give me another survival.
Oh boy, survival is my weakest trait.
Ooh,
12.
not bad.
Yeah, this flower looks pretty. Doesn't seem to be poisonous from what you can tell.
It's pretty.
All right.
It's
There
some
you go.
kind of tropical flower that I'm not going to waste my time looking up what it is. That's safe to take.
No problem. I'm going to accept that. I'm going to bring it back to preserve and using a water pouch. And you know what? Free flower skin, and that's my good for today. For the day. Let's go.
Let's just say
Let's
it's a
get it
colorful pitcher plant. Those are fine.
Yeah. And stores that away.
I'll look up something and say you have it for next session.
Yeah. Does anybody else have anything else they want to do?
Not at the
No.
moment.
We good.
You see a macaw kind of looking at you guys. A scarlet macaw.
This is honestly my first time being out in the jungle. Or being out in the tropics. This is actually kind of nice. Look at that. Nice looking bird.
Seems to be following you as you're walking through the forest.
Okay, that's suspicious. So we are eating bananas, so I'm wondering if
Oh, that was close.
Hey, Eric, that colorful bird looking there. Did they have bananas?
Colorful burb.
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 Roll for burb.
Burb. 17. I want to lure it in.
Have you heard?
Okay, yeah. You take out one of like little bits of your bananas, and it flies, kind of perches on your fingers, and starts eating the banana.
Ah, really?
What kind of roll would I make to see if this thing is trained?
You can do another animal handling. From what you can tell, it just seems to be wanted your bananas.
Question, because I do have Natural Explorer. This bird seems like it lives in this natural terrain, correct?
Yep.
All right, so that means my proficiency bonus is doubled on that, so that's actually a 12.
Yeah, just a bird that was eyeing your bananas because you were eating them.
Okay, I was just seeing if that would add anything more to it, but that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna rip off a banana and just stuff it right in the bird's mouth. Just a whole banana, just put it in sideways, it can hold it. Let's see if it can fly.
Okay. Like where you put...
Always gotta give back to nature.
Like you just put a whole banana in its beak?
Yeah, I turn it sideways so it looks like he's smiling with the banana in his beak.
He tries to flap off from your hand, but it's a little too much to get him off the air, into the air. But he's holding it in his mouth.
I have made a pet.
Congratulations.
What kind of bird is this?
A scarlet macaw.
A macaw.
But it seems to perch itself on your shoulder, with the banana in its mouth.
All right, I'm gonna see if he can figure this one out,
Oh boy.
or see if he has a bird brain. Ha! 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 He's a good bird.
I just slap him upside the head and really, really.
To be fair, at least he hasn't started making pirate jokes yet. You're
Because
dangerous.
I'm not a pirate.
Of course.
I live on the land. I'm a cat. We don't swim. Which,
Depends
by the way,
on the cat.
That whole boat thing was terrifying.
Oh, didn't seem so bad. I mean, other than Sahagin. But hey, pulls out the shark teeth necklace. Hey, I didn't say it was all bad.
And Darius pulls out his souvenir Sahagin spear.
Now I must name my burb. What shall I name him? And he's gonna put his finger to his chin the whole time and think about what he's gonna name his burb.
Gilbert.
I see. That's too easy.
Iago.
Also
Again,
too easy. So anybody else have anything they want to do?
Culkin.
What was that, Mr. Timmy G?
Anybody else have anything else they want to do?
Not really. I mean, we need to find Mountain Blood someone to kill. You know, some good hunting. But actually, we go to the jungle. Surprised we
I
haven't
can't
been
believe I
attacked.
was deadpanned on that name.
Just
I
pondering.
can't believe it.
I think I might have talked... What name did you say? I think I might have talked over it.
Macaulay Culkin.
Nah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't catch that.
Yep, that's
Great,
You're
now
up
that's
behind
what
it.
its name is.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. What?
Are we
I'm sorry.
still like in the forest area?
Yeah, you're still in the kind of the jungly forest area. There seems to be a kind of off-beaten path that probably the cultists take that leads you pretty close to the town. After a while, it looks like a main road, but it seems to path seems to die off for a bit, so it's kind of hidden.
What if we just explored around for a bit? That's what Mountain Blood's gonna do. She's kind of go off the beaten path just a little bit, just to see.
I was gonna say we shouldn't be getting lost because I have Wanderer and I do have Natural Explorer Forests, so we should be pretty all right.
So yeah, you can like I said, you can see the town. You can easily get back there with no issues.
well. If
We do have
you
a
don't,
prisoner. I'd rather like to secure him before we go off and
yeah, I was gonna say if you don't mind carrying him around for the foreseeable future, would be opposed to letting you nose around the jungle.
I mean, I do carry costumes since that's kind of my background is being an entertainer, so I could always disguise myself if I really wanted to.
Hmm.
But I certainly wouldn't stand out being 7, 8 feet tall amongst everyone else. But
Yes, I think and Darius is the only one who wouldn't stand out. The rest of us like let's say if we head count here. We have a tiefling, the tiefling in heavy armor. We have a Goliath carry a prisoner, and we have a Catman with a scarlet macaw.
I mean, I've got a makeup kit. I can make you look like something completely different. I mean,
Yeah, I'm good. One day I
And
might need your skills, just not today.
and just tweeted Macaulay Culkin, I named my burb after you.
depends on. It's like, what bird is he talking about?
Oh, I put down Macaulay Culkin, so he'll know what it is.
Uh-huh.
Anywho, so unless anybody has any arguments, I say let's go. Let's make a beeline back to town. Maybe before we set off, we can probably go explore the jungle. But I would rather secure the prisoner just so that way we can, get him back, get our bounty.
Yeah. Fine. I'll pout some more.
So
I'm sure we'll run into something big, nasty,
uneventfully do make it back to town. You see the town guard come to you. Oh, you guys are back, huh? You wandered off like last night. It was a couple nights ago. It was weird.
I know it's almost as if we had a calling, a need to wander into the jungle, and no one decided to stop us.
A spiritual pull, if you will.
Yes.
It's almost as though our bodies were astral projected over into the forest.
Anywho, we need to get back in town, finish up our.
Don't ignore me!
We need to go in the inn, get refreshed, get this little tropical drinks.
Just
And,
never mind him. He's excited over his bird. He doesn't
I am,
stop playing with.
and I'm totally done with all this god bullshit, by the way, if you can't tell.
See, you're coming over to my side. What's
I
good?
mean, I was always there, but I mean, I
We never said it flat out. That's my point.
I mean, I'm more with the face stuff, so nature and stuff.
He likes space stuff.
Anywho, we'd like to go back to our rooms and enjoy the rest of our time here, and of course, say thank you to the king and queen.
Very well. They let you in. You go to your hotel then?
Yep. So here's a question: do we have? Like I said, we leave tomorrow morning, right? Or do we leave today?
I don't know.
I'm
It's
supposed to
just
go
very-
early morning better.
Well, if we don't leave
You
until
were supposed to be
tomorrow-
here for 3 days, but you've been drugged. You don't know how long you have left until your boat leaves.
Excuse
left
me, sir.
3 days
What
ago.
is today?
Yeah,
It's
like-
Christmas Day.
I ask a random child. Excuse me, lad and lass. What is today?
Do you know the Poulterer? Wait, wrong
Tuesday?
question. What day is today?
Wednesday?
Wednesday. So I just go. Victor just goes to a mental count in his eye. Let's say we got here this day. We were gone.
Eric just turns Victor around, slaps him in the face. Why don't we just go to the port and see if the ship's in town?
I think we saw the ship. We know the ship's in town. I just want to know if it's today or tomorrow.
I mean, we gotta walk to the port anyway.
Maybe it came back.
Just so we're clear, it's like I know. DM pointed out the ship was at port. We saw the port and we saw.
Yes, you did see the ship was still at port.
Okay, it's still a port. Eric looks at where the sun is at. Where's the sun at? Or is it
About
nighttime?
noon, I'd say at this
About
point.
Okay.
Because not much
so
of
if the
stuff
ship-
has shadows right now.
If the ship is still here, and the sun is up at the highest point in the sky, I'm pretty sure we're okay. Unless you want me to send my burb over there to pick up a message.
I'm just envisioning the scene from like Family Guy. It's like, wait a minute, if it's, if you're over here and this is over there, and then he does a whole bunch of like math scenes and stuff. It's like, that means we have this many.
Listen, I am working with Macaulay Culkin on interpretive dance so that way I can understand what he is telling us.
I'm just shaking my head, just like, oh God, I worry about this group.
That cat ain't right.
So what are you going to do then?
All right, are we at the big town or are we at the port?
The big town.
Okay, because like we had to like walk a good distance to get to the big city.
Yeah, like 3 hours it took you to get here from the cave.
And somehow we're able to see that the boat is still at like higher elevation.
It's a the island's a mountain, so it's got a general curve to it. So the cave you exited was higher up elevation wise, so you could see the port town from there. But where you are now, you cannot.
Okay, because like a 3-hour walk is like 8 miles. That's a long ass way. But that makes sense. You can see that with if we're higher up.
Yeah, it was downhill, so it went a little bit quicker than that. So, or a little bit.
Perfect.
So maybe about 9 miles because you had the advantage of walking downhill.
Okay, that's still a long ass walk, but all right. Well, let's see. We got this guy here, right? And he was wanted to kill. He was wanted for killing the king and queen here. So we'll go turn him in first. How about that?
Wait, is he wanted here? I thought he was only wanted.
The wanted poster was for Solaire, not here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, we'll just have to stash him in our room until we can get back on the boat.
Or we can request that they hold him for us.
We could, but
it'd be very weird that if we were walking around with somebody tied up, carrying him. That's all I'm saying.
The guards seem to pay no mind to it.
Yeah, could just tell people the truth that he's a wanted criminal, where we're from, and we're bringing him back.
Criminal scum. All right. Well, okay. I just, we're strangers in a strange land. Just, want to make sure that we're not pulling undue attention onto ourselves.
For all you know, the guards you saw could have been members of Pyronix's cult. So,
yeah, that is the other concern. If we turn him over to somebody else to watch him, he might, if he wakes up, potentially talk his way out of it.
I mean, that's why we give him the drugs.
Remember, he is drugged right now, so he's probably going to be out for another day.
Yeah, he's going to be out for 2 days, and if we're leaving tomorrow, he'll still be, asleep. We can see he's very drunk. We'll come pick him up in the morning.
I would feel more comfortable keeping an eye on him personally.
Alright, fair enough. Mushy mushy!
My phone's ringing.
Jeez.
Note to self, remember to turn that down next session.
Moshi moshi, Ohio gozaimasu, Joey Maru des.
So, where are you heading then? Still haven't told me that.
Unless anybody else has any other stops, just back to the room to...
Yeah, I have no cash to do anything with. So.
To stash this sleeping dork.
I need to sulk.
So you're greeted by the Tim Curry-esque concierge for the hotel. Oh, I thought you
see.
guys, your boat was leaving today.
The Tim Curry-esque
Shit, it's leaving today.
Bruce Campbell-esque
Push
Julian
everybody
Bam.
out of the door.
Yes, we assumed you'd left to catch your boat already. None of your
Nope,
stuff
we're
was in your
leaving.
room.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you for telling us bye. He's just pushing everybody out of the door.
All right. I guess we're going to the docks.
Yay, back on the boat again. Yay.
So it's
Eric is going to be dashing forward, running as fast as he can.
Never has a cat run so fast to get onto the water.
Eric's like, I gotta make sure the boat doesn't leave. I don't want to be stuck here.
Can't be stuck in this tropical paradise.
It's too damn hot for fur.
So we did figure out it was today we were leaving.
Yup.
According to Tim Curry / Bruce Campbell / Julian Sands / whatever other actor we said he was.
Did we at least collect our stuff from the hotel?
Oh, crap. Oh,
Yeah, you did.
Oh, perfect. Not leaving that bag of holding.
Like I said, surprisingly, everything you had on you was with you when you talked to Pyronix.
That's nice. They looted our rooms. And for that's
what
that's
a
nice.
lovely service.
Fantastic. So, okay, so we're running to make. Oh, jeez. Well,
Eric's not even stopping. He's going as fast as he can to make sure that we don't lose the boat because he's going to be using this the whole way.
yeah, we do want to make haste, considering Victor's brother has no qualms about leaving us here.
He literally just went. He literally got on all fours and is just going. I'm gonna go fast now.
You got a case of the zoomies.
Boat speed. Meow.
You got them late night cat zoomies.
Hold the boat! Hold the boat! Hold the boat! We're coming!
See Simon standing there. Why are you so out of breath, man? Have you been running since the city?
Yes! He just falls and hits the floor.
Okay, then.
Gonna need a good cat nap.
Feel kind of bad because the boat's going to be delayed a couple hours, so because of loading issues.
Womp.
Womp womp womp.
By the way, because of that, I'd say Eric's about 10 minutes ahead of everybody else.
If it's a 9-mile run and I'm doing double their speed, I'm like an hour ahead of them.
Well, it's 9 hours from where they came to the city. It's only about
Okay.
an hour to the port.
Okay, so then I'm like 20 minutes ahead.
20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds better.
What's Tim spouting about?
Nothing.
Is that a bird with a banana?
Poor Tim. Always spouting about
Yeah,
nothing.
The bird still has the banana in its mouth, but it's slowly been nibbling on it.
It's
Tim wants a
Macaulay
banana boat?
Culkin.
No. We found some bananas out in the wilderness, so.
Huh.
So Tim wants a banana boat. Got it.
The guard's like, I don't get that reference.
They hear what you're saying. Like, I don't get that reference. The NPCs in the game.
Well, luckily the captain doesn't mind birds, so he won't care.
Anything. I thought Tim may have wanted a banana or a boat that was shaped like a banana.
So yeah, a few minutes later, everyone else
Boats are
shows
shaped like
up.
bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they show up having trusted that Eric would get there fast enough to keep them from leaving without us.
Simon sees you. Hey, glad you made it. Fortunately, the departure is going to be delayed because we had some issues with loading stuff. So make yourselves at one of the houses or head to your quarters on board.
We're going to need not a spare room so much as a cell in the brig.
A cell?
We got ourselves a little how should we put it?
A bounty. There's a word for it.
A wanton criminal of the state.
It was a very heated discussion.
Singeing, really.
Vic, you see your brother Victor come up aboard on the deck. You captured someone, I see.
Yep, and I just turn around. It's like, yep, right here.
Yes, we captured well, I can't quite say, but you know what the business is about.
You captured the ringleader, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Guess you're not so useless after all. Yeah,
Hey!
we should have a place we can lock him up on board. He notices the upturned leg. Huh. That's gotta be fun for him.
He didn't. Let's just say he was. Let's just say he had his leg twisted to come with us.
Did you just make a pun?
Maybe I did. Can't prove it.
We figured we'd have a leg up on it, so.
It's a good way to cap off a journey.
Mountain Blood. My kindest and dearest personal friend. If you make one more terrible pun, I will push you overboard.
Well, you had to get a leg up on me first.
I'm going to bed. Just walks onto the ship.
Break a leg with that one. Oh.
Didn't I tell ya?
As he walks down the stairs, you hear a faintly echoing, "I hate you all."
Yeah, I might have to throw you guys overboard if you keep it up with the puns. As he walks back up to the...
Eric saying all these puns with the he hates us all, and Eric goes, "A good thing we're not the..." Oh crap! Eric runs downstairs real quick. Is he here? Is he here? God damn it, is he here?
Are you looking for the bard?
Yes.
You don't see him right now.
There's just a howl of the happiest meow ever.
So when do we cast off?
Who are you talking to? Simon?
Simon.
Yeah, we're having some trouble getting some supplies we were bringing back to us from the kingdom here. They're been delayed a bit. We don't know, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a shame.
So it looks like your cat friend kind of ran here in a hurry for no reason. As do you guys, who looks like you've been kind of... I'm guessing you've been going faster than normal, right?
Well, let's just say we lost a couple days, so didn't feel like getting I's brother suddenly out of the way in terms of a return journey.
I'm gonna ask, where did you guys get your tattoos again?
We got them at the ceremony.
Yeah, I know. Where did you put them on you?
Where on your body?
Oh, where? Oh, yeah. Let me see. I think I wrote that down. I think Victor got his either on his back or on his arm. I want to say his left arm.
Okay, is it? Would you have it be visible right now?
Victor would not. He's in full scale mail. Not scale. Split mail.
Mountain Blood, would yours be visible? I'm assuming.
Yeah, mine would be. We're talking the tattoo, right?
Yeah, the one you got that's gave you resistance to fire.
Yeah, that'd be along like my arm, just very prominent. across like my left arm.
So yeah, he you see Simon look at you, does that little like that impressed whistle.
Mm-hmm.
I see you got some of the royal tattoo work done. Someone's in good with the king and queen, huh?
Maybe not. Yeah.
Would yours be visible, Andaris?
Yeah, he's below decks by this point, but his is just
Okay.
on his right arm.
Looks at Victor. You get one too? I'm not seeing anything on you because you're armored up and all that.
Oh yeah, got me a sick ass wyvern. But yeah, no, I gotta take the armor off first.
Ah,
I'll
show it to me
you
later.
in your own hours.
As he kind of pulls up and shows you up. I mean, it's not nothing special like yours. He's got kind of a tattoo of a thunder. What is it? The blue dragon on his arm.
Thunder badge.
The one that's the lightning themed one.
Yeah.
Like a lone dragon or
the one that has his own island.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh yeah, that guy. Nice.
Not necessarily of him, but just that same breed of dragon.
Yeah, true dragon. Yeah.
Because his barbarian rage kind of gives him lightning stuff. So
Barbarian.
just keep in mind those tattoos you have do count as a what's the word I'm looking for?
Armor slot?
No, not an armor slot. I'm drawing a blank like an idiot. Attuned
item.
Attuned to them. Because you can only have, I think it's 3 attuned weapons at a time.
Yes. Well, again, that'd be for everybody else.
Yeah, not for you. Yours is just a regular old tattoo that will always be there.
Yeah.
But if you get too many attunements, the tattoo will fade away.
Yeah.
So that means I've got the one attuned sword that I got. Now I got the tattoo.
What was the attuned sword you have?
What was it? The great sword of shoot, what was it? I paid so much for it. Let me see. I think I got it written down somewhere. I thought it was the great sword of danger or something.
Oh, great sword of warning.
Warning, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I got that, and then you said I had to be with it for 24 hours before it would glow in case danger was afoot.
Yep, something like that. So you can have one more attuned magic item.
Okay. So,
otherwise, if you do unattune it, it just basically becomes an item in your inventory that's basically a needle that you can always reapply it later if you want.
Oh, so I could turn it off if I wanted to.
Yep, you can always unattune till you have without having the third attunement thing. So.
Okay.
Laughs an artificer.
I'm so attuned with everything right now.
Anyway, puns aside. Well, now that that sprint through the jungle was worthless, I think I'm gonna retire as well. Let me know if the bar shows up.
We can give him some of that sleepy flower stuff.
Yeah. We do have a spare.
Big old mug of sleepy time tea. Thanks, Mr. Scoops.
And you did take one of the flowers too, Victor. Remember that.
Yes, indeed.
Does anyone else have anything they want to do for now?
Nearest bar.
There is no bar here.
That's all.
Slipping into a depression over here. That's all.
Those are the houses around here are just basically storage areas and stuff like that.
Damn.
Andaris would probably, once they've got the prisoner secured in the brig and all that, he would head to his room and start copying his old spell book into his new enduring spell book, basically.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to do?
Well, the only thing Victor would like to do, if I recall Tosh's correctly, I swap out a spell, but I think it's only for him. It's only every level, so that would be something we would have to discuss later.
Yeah, but that sounds about right.
Yeah.
What kind of caster are you?
Technically,
Sorcerer, warlock. What are you?
Arcane Fighter, I think it's called, something like that.
Eldritch Knight.
Eldritch
It's
Knight,
based
yeah.
off a wizard, so you don't get a spell book,
Oh.
but you do get to memorize spells.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
So, swapping out spells. I don't think you could swap out spells.
In your brain.
I think.
You can learn them, but you can't unlearn them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I remember reading something in Tosh. Bring it up later, but outside of that, nothing much other than just getting rest. That's why I was
It might have one of those versatility features where every time you gain a level, you can swap, one spell with like a different spell or whatever.
Yeah, I think there was something like that. So I wanted to be able to check that on my own time.
Yeah, whenever you gain a level in this class, you can replace one of the wizard spells you know with another spell of your choice from the wizard list. So, yeah. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so other than that, it's mostly just kind of sleep the day away and just relaxing.
May have some good news for you at the end of this session then, but So, Eric, you want to do anything then?
Eric's gonna find a corner and he's going to curl up into a ball and take a nap because he ran far and fast.
Okay, so a couple hours pass. Nothing seems to happen. And Darius, you get the sudden urge to go up on deck for a minute after doing stuff in your book for a bit.
Yeah, it would. I think it would take him like a total of 12 hours to copy all of his spells over. So yeah, he would definitely not be doing it all in one sitting. He would, after a few hours, he would get up to walk around and stretch his legs, go up on deck, catch some fresh air.
Give me a perception check.
All right. 10.
10? You see some people that look like elves standing over here talking. One looks to be kind of a more middle-aged elf. The other one seems to be kind of a younger, would be the equivalent of probably about 10, 11-year-old in terms of human years of elf. A little girl.
What are they chatting about?
Can't quite make it out, just trying to say they need to get out of this area to someplace else.
Oh, they're over on the, yeah. We still haven't left. They're still...
Yep, they still seem to be loading some stuff onto the boat that's taking longer than anticipated. You can see the captain, Mercurius, is going... He just seems to be getting upset with how long this is taking. Sign Up kind of seems to be like yelling at the people loading the stuff onto the boat that aren't the clearly the crew members you saw over the course of the journey you got over here.
All right. Well, if he could, I don't know if that's meant to be the gangplank or like just pier.
Just
there,
pier to walk over. It's the closest
okay,
thing I can find.
If he could walk back down without being in the way of people who are loading shit. And
yeah, this one seems to be clear right now.
Okay, and he doesn't want to further draw the captain's ire. But yeah, he would head over this way and just kind of, give them a nod in greeting as he passes.
Give me another perception check.
Low key. Hey, I'm totally not eavesdropping. 18.
You recognize him, the older one. That is the old court mage of your kingdom, Varys Dalathan.
Yeah, he would kind of initially just give him, the up nod, the hey, what's up, and then get like a step past him and stop, turn, do the double take, grab him by the shoulders, turn him to face him fully. Could you spell his name there?
Sure, let me put that in the chat quick.
All right.
Or Dalanthan, I think I said that wrong the first time.
There's all right. Fucking hate Windows 10 since this update. Notepad used to be so handy.
He's kind of like shocked for a second. Whoa, wait. And Darius? Is that you?
Varys, what in the world are you doing here?
I can ask you the same question. I thought you were dead.
No, I kind of rubs his neck. No, it was close, but I made it out with my skin intact.
Okay, oh, good. I'm so glad to see a friendly face. Oh, it's been crazy. Have you heard anything? How many more people do you know survived? Who else made it out of there?
Shakes his head. Like, I came over alone and was promptly framed for murder and conscripted into the king's army to work off my sentence.
Wow, just out of the frying pan into the fire for you, wasn't it? Jeez.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, I haven't fared much better, unfortunately. Yeah, you're not doing much of a good job there, are you? The little girl perks up. You don't recognize her.
Just kind of does that mildly
really snotty air to her, like she, like, looking down on him for saying that, like, pissed off at this guy.
Yeah, he does that mildly condescending, growing up to kid, get on one knee to be at their eye level, but ostensibly to be respectful, but also it comes off as just, looking down on them, be like, and where are you from, young lady? Is it a place where they teach you how not to respect your elders?
Respect. I'll give respect to people that earn it.
Wow, entitled much.
Charming.
Give me an Arcana check.
Uh-oh.
Hocus
Roll high,
pocus,
no,
alagocus. 13 plus core. Where is that? Arcana. Modified 20.
Nice.
This little girl has a disguise self spell on her. You hear Varys go, Ren, be quiet. Don't do this right now. I don't want to draw attention to yourself. Fine.
Would he be able to, if he attempted to see through the illusion, would he just be aware that it's there? But
you're just aware that it's there. You don't, you can't tell who's underneath it, but you can tell if there's a spell there.
Yeah. Just gives her a very significant look before standing back up and returning his attention to Varys. Like, what brings you and your charming young companion here?
We are trying to get to the Empire to have an audience with the Emperor himself.
Ugh. Not exactly in a position of favor with the captain, but
Yeah, the storms have been bad this time of year. It's practically impossible to find a ship. We've been stuck here for a couple of weeks.
What business have you with the Emperor?
It's what business she has with the Emperor. Give me a history check when you heard the name Ren. With advantage.
All right. Hachikasha. 20 on the second one.
Yeah, Ren was the youngest daughter of the Empress.
Oh.
Like, I shouldn't have said the name. You hear him go, okay, I should probably say we're not calling her Ren right now. Her name is... Oh. Let me get her.
I should have stopped for that haircut.
Oh crap. I shouldn't have said she had an account. Oh crap. I shouldn't have said she was a customer. Oh crap. I certainly shouldn't have said it was illegal. Damn, it's hot today.
She perks up. Yeah, you can call me Tia. I like that name. We'll go with Tia this time.
Tia.
Please, mistress, stop. Use changing your name. It's going to make it hard to keep track of everything.
Well, Tia. I can attempt to plead your case, but if we're preferring to keep your real identity incognito, they might be less inclined to grant you passage.
I feel like you can get me passage on this ship. You seem to be something, right?
I have some status among the military, but as I say, the captain of this particular ship is none too fond of me. Give me a moment. He gives him the kind of, wait here, hand signal, and goes to he's going to talk to Victor first.
You do see Simon kind of walking by. Yeah, you know those guys?
Sort of the gestures at Varys. He is a countryman from my homeland, and I caught her name. That was about it. She's traveling with him. I don't know her, but they both wish to book passage back to the Empire.
Wouldn't hurt to ask the captain. I don't know what he'd say about it, but we can always ask him. Probably, it's kind of hard to get passenger ships right now. If they can pay us the right amount, I'm pretty sure he'd let them on.
What, if you had to ballpark it, what would you say is the right amount?
I honestly don't know. It's hard to read the captain some days. I don't know if he had some liquor or some wine, that might do it, but I don't know if they have any on him.
Wait. Light, well, not light bulb, but a candle. A candle appears above his head. Was it? Victor who got the alchemy jug, or was it Eric? I know somebody got a frickin' alchemy jug.
I think no, that was no. I don't know. I don't remember.
I do. It was Victor who got the alchemy jug. He gave to Eric. Basically, as a goodwill. Sorry for some of the crap I've giving you. Here, let's make amends.
I have an alchemy jug, I guess.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that like last game. not the one shots. The last full session we had.
Yeah, that was that was probably a good 3 weeks ago. So
Yeah, I did make a note that I did that. So cause that's when I got also the bag of holding.
Yes, he would run off to try and find Eric.
you see a cat man sleeping in the corner in the cabin you were staying in before.
Yeah, he would go over, crouch, give him a gentle shoulder nudge, be like, "Eric, I'm."
While you're crouching, you want to give me a perception check?
Sure. 11.
I'd be hard for you to detect this. Okay, no, nothing seems odd about it.
Yeah, he would just be giving him the gentle, Eric. Sorry to wake you.
What? What can I do? What's up?
Might I borrow your new alchemy jug? It is a matter of summons.
Alchemy jug. Okay. Yeah, sure. Here you go. He kind of like reaches around, and he had it tied kind of like to his hip. Here you go.
Thank you. I promise I will bring it back in the same condition.
I mean, it's hard to destroy something that's so infused with magic, so I mean, it's fine.
That he would run to the galley and ask if they have any empty bottles, and just something he could cork up.
Yeah, they have like a jug about a gallon that they say you could have.
All right, he would. The alchemy jug, if I recall, doesn't require attunement, right?
Nope, it's just a magic item you can use. Just say what you want and it'll produce it.
Yeah, here's what it says. The jug could produce the following substances: acid, ale, honey, mayonnaise, poison, oil, vinegar, fresh salt water, wine, ammonia, aqua regia, beer, chlorine, or cyanide. I'm just going to leave that one there for you.
Yeah.
And you can have a maximum of 2 gallons per minute of that substance.
But it only can produce so much a day of each.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I checked. Wine's a gallon.
Yeah, and it's like a gallon jug or so. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would just ask the jug very politely to produce the finest wine of which it is capable, and pour that into the jug.
Yep, you see.
Can I roll severity to see how good it is?
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's meddling.
Yeah, it's decent wine. Nothing special, nothing terrible. It's not the stuff he gave you from the one vineyard that he didn't like. It's better than that, so.
All right. He would cork that and then debate whether to go find Victor or just go right to the captain. He knows, from what Victor has told him, the captain isn't that fond of him either.
Yeah. He would. It would be the very first thing he would mention if he went to Victor. He went to Victor first.
Yeah, be like to have. He might just go back to Simon then.
How long did you say this was? Eric would only have been sleeping for like 2.5 hours or something like that.
About that, yeah.
All right, Eric would be awake on the deck.
Yeah, he would. As he's coming back up on deck, then he would hand Eric the jug back.
No. Oh, okay. May I ask what's going on?
I'm trying to book passage for a friend of mine. I thought holds up the now full jug of wine. I thought some social lubricant might grease the captain's wheels.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay, I'll go warm him up a little bit more. Give me the jug.
Hands it to Eric.
All right.
You hear basically Simon go, "Yeah, you better hurry up. We're about ready to set sail finally."
Hey, Captain! Look at what I found in the forest.
Don't tell
What
him
did you
it's
find in the forest?
Don't tell him it's forest wine.
I meant like the city. Listen, I'm a cat who's not used to the big city, so everything's a forest to me. Okay.
Okay,
some
then
wine
what
for
did
ya.
you pray tell find?
Well, I got some wine for you.
Some.
It comes in a jug. And it's by the gallon.
Like all fine wines.
You see him pull a little cup out of his jacket, like a little foldable cup. Takes the jug.
Eric's just gonna look at him. Bitch, you can borrow the jug until we get back to the Empire, man. You just go wine, and it gives you wine.
Basically pours a little bit out of there and sips it. Does that little swash thing and swallows it.
He samples it. He smells it. He
Yep.
makes sure, he
Does all that
figures-
wine connoisseur stuff.
Yeah.
Kind
Throws
of like
a dartboard at 3 pretentious adjectives.
a fruity Cabernet Sauvignon with hints of vanilla and blackberry.
What he said.
You
Yes,
like it?
yes. I will take it. Thank you, appreciated, good Sir Eric.
Hold on. Before you take it, it is a gift to you, but I would ask a favor if possible.
And this favor is?
See those people over there? Can I point over there? They're acquaintances of my good friend over there, and they just want passage to the Empire. I'm sure the large gentleman would be more than willing to do a little bit of work. As for the child, I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
Hey.
Yeah, I wouldn't
no,
ask a kid to do anything.
No, for once they're not talking about you when they say the large man.
Eric
Basically-
can't tell who it is. He just sees somebody who's tall.
Yeah.
Basically goes, Simon, fetch those two for me quick. I wish to speak to them. Aye, Captain. So he goes and...
When,
Eric's gonna lean into the captain. Listen, I let the big guy borrow it, but I can have this thing pour out 2 gallons of stuff per hour if you want more. I can fill up a
I
whole
smell
bunch
something
of
good
barrels
is in
for
the
you.
air.
So it's an alchemy jug, then. Yeah, I didn't get to replenish my wine. If I know it's only work once a day, so... It'll get me back to the
You tell me
Empire.
what kind you want, I'll say it and I'll pour you a whole bunch of barrels, my good friend.
Why did no one tell me this?
Yeah, I wonder.
Because we knew it would turn into a why is the rum gone situation.
So basically, you see him start talking to Varys. Can't kind of... Not really making it so it's public knowledge. You can try to do a perception check to listen in on it.
There my D20 went. 10.
You can kind of look like Varys is kind of looking at Ren, like saying, "Mind your manners right now. You have to not be yourself right now."
Yes. Be someone else.
What did you get? Were you trying to listen in?
Yes, 10. I said.
Okay. So yeah, I can basically hear. So yeah, so you're a mage then. Yes, we can. If you don't mind doing a little work here and there aboard the journey, I will let you stay. You can stay in the cabins with our other guests. The points over to Mountain Blood and them. You'll be staying with them for the trip over.
Yay, less space. Yay.
Remember, you had people in there last time, so with you, that'll be technically you haven't seen the bard, so there's technically less people coming back with you this time.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, when on the ride over, we had the king and queen and all their retinue, so there should be more cabins available.
Very well. You said your name was Varus? Good to have you aboard. They kind of shake hands. Is this goes down to, you can see, because he's not trying to hide this. So, Tia, is this your first time on a boat this big? Kind of looks at him. Yeah, this big, I'd suppose, is... Yeah.
That's a word.
Kind of.
She's seen bigger.
Yeah. I mean, it's no Royal Mega Yacht, but it's okay, I guess.
I mean,
I've been on
once you
nicer
have-
boats,
build a
but I've never been on one this big, yeah. Like that look like I don't slap children, but I want to kind of look on his face because the way she said that's really condescending.
Eric just kind of comes up next to him and listen, I got a whole jug of wine. We can fix this for you, no problem.
He has
wine.
I'm just imagining.
Also, Eric kind of leans into him, kind of trying to do this real stealthily. If you really want her to be quiet, we've got a sleeping weight for her.
I'm just imagining the captain having an Eric from Home Movies moment, be like, Brendan, I've never struck a child. I'm very proud of that, but I'm willing to be proud of something else today.
Yeah, this feeling, this wine might not survive tonight. But anyway, raise the sails, everyone. It's time to head home. And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
So I was just going to end up with Victor popping his head from below deck. It's like, why do I feel something pretentious has walked on board? So I'm going to hit it.
And with that, everyone gains a level.
Do-do-do-do.